hearty, creamy, and full with coconut goodness. Hi everyone, welcome back to From My Kitchen to Yours. Here we share family style meals, a little bit of food history, and recipes made with love. So if you enjoy food that brings people together, you're in the right place. Today, we're making a red pea stew with beef. It's going to be hearty, creamy, and full with coconut goodness and a Caribbean flavor. We're going to be using a lot of natural seasonings. If you're vegan or you want to go for something much lighter, feel free to leave the beef out. Wash 2 to 3 cups of red kidney peas thoroughly. Place in water with salt and soak overnight. You have the option of bringing that to a boil or changing your water, adding salt, and boiling the peas. Add in your beef while the peas is cooking, or you can sear in a different pan on both sides, then add your beef to the mixture. I did the second option because initially I was only gonna use peas, and then later on I said why not add some protein to the mix. I'm going to go ahead, use 300 ml of water to add my coconut chunks in. Secure container on the blender and let it blend. Depending on the settings of your blender, you can use the extract method or just blend, and then you can strain after. We have our coconut milk mixture, and because this is resting for a little while since I blended it, that's why I'm mixing that up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and strain it in a cup. If you have a cloth, you can feel free to do that. I am using a strainer. Get all that milk out of it. And I'm gonna throw some more. So we are getting our coconut milk. The juice out of it. Look how white and creamy it is. And I have that left. There we go. We have our coconut milk. I think this is maybe the equivalent of what you would buy if you buy in a can. This is a bit thinner. The ones in the can are thicker. I don't know how they get them to be so thick, but this is like from real coconut milk. So I'm going to go ahead and add my seasoning in. So we're using some chopped onions, a whole Scotch bonnet pepper. I have a bit of scallion. They're a bit saggy just because they're in the freezer and it wasn't just like fresh drawn out of the ground and then chopped, but it's still gonna add our nice flavor in. And we have our little pieces of carrot, so let's put that into the pot and I'll show you how the stew is going. Our beef is cooked. It could be a bit more tender, but by the time everything is simmered, so we're gonna put in our Scotch bonnet. I think I lose some of this onion, and we're gonna put our carrots in. I thought I had thyme, but I don't have any, so thyme is missing from my pot, but you go ahead and add to yours. And this is thickening already, and this smells so good, guys. So we're gonna let this simmer, the seasoning and everything, for another 5 minutes, and then we will add our coconut milk. Look how good this looks. I can, guys, the Scotch bonnet just smell so good in it. We're gonna add our coconut milk now. And we're gonna stir that in. And we're gonna leave it to simmer. I almost said simmer. To simmer and cook down. And we're gonna add our little spinners. I'm putting my big finger where my little finger should be. So, guys, it's smelling so good. I did a taste test, and the sauce is so beautifully flavored. Now, this is the last thing to put in our one pot meal, and we're gonna make our spinners. So, all I added to my flour is just a little bit of salt, and we're gonna add water and knead. I decided not to put any Irish potatoes today. Don't want my meal to be too starchy. The fiber from the peas is gonna be so good. The beef is there for my protein, and all my carrots, onion, and all the other vegetables will just add some health and heart to the meal. So while I knead the flour, just so you know a little food history. Can't go without doing the historical part. So, one pot meals are not restricted to any single culture. Actually, it is across Asian, Caribbean, European culture. And within Europe, it was regarded like as a peasant kind of meal, across the Caribbean to an extent somewhat, and possibly even to Asia. What I have learned is that nowadays, one pot meals provide a means of stretching what you have, creating a hearty meal, and just combining natural good ingredients all together to make a beautiful meal in one pot. Sometimes when you look in your kitchen, you might have little bits and pieces of different things like protein, carbs, and vegetables. And instead of letting them go bad, you decide to create a one pot meal. There are so many different options. So just to know, one pot meals have been around for a long time. Okay. In the comments, who loves to knead flour, let me know. Sometimes, growing up, when I used to knead flour for my mom, she would be like, "It's too tight, Colleen. Why you have to knead it so tight?" But I guess sometimes I put my back and my hand into it. This is what I'm cooking for my Sunday meal. I'm not a traditional Caribbean person where, oh, Sunday has to be, let me say specifically Jamaica, where Sunday has to be rice and peas and oxtail or chicken or something. I go by my feeling and what my body feels for. And actually, when I started out and I decided I was gonna make this, I wasn't gonna actually put beef in there. And then after, I'm like, oh, but you need some protein, so put that in there. Our dough is ready. So I'm just going to break it apart nicely. And this will be about the size I'll use for my spinners. So the only thing we need to do is to just, as the term says, they're spinners. You're just gonna spin them in your hand until they become nice. 14, 15. We're gonna count and put them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33. And we're gonna give her a nice spin. Woo! All that goodness. Goodness. So we're gonna leave the spinners to cook. And once the spinner is cooked, then we know it's all good. I tasted it before. It doesn't need anything. Dinner is ready. So let's see what we have inside. Ooh, the steam. Hearty, creamy, and full with coconut goodness. Whoa, we're gonna have to clean that up. That's okay though. Hearty, creamy coconut goodness. Wow, look at this red pea stew. Let's taste. Ooh, that coconut smell. The veggies. Oh my god, the peas. It's so good, guys. And my spinners. You see how thick that is? So thick. It's a piece of the beef. It's really good. It's really good. Then if you have naan or some form of bread or roti, you could always eat your stew with it if you didn't put beef or any other meat like pigtail in. It's really good. Coconut really turn up in there, guys. I can taste it. So I'm going to go and enjoy this hearty one-pot meal. This is episode 3 from my kitchen to yours, where we make family-style meals, comfort food, and we share recipes made with love. See you in the next video. Take care.